Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. So today I'm reviewing the Urban Decay All Nighter foundation. As you can see, I have another little sample, but with high-end foundations, as you may know, I always get a sample because this retails for £29 for a fluid ounce on the Urban Decay website, which is £1 more than their Naked Skin foundation. So this foundation comes in 24 shades. So I had a look on the website at the shade range, and again, it's mostly middle tones. There's like one or two deep tones and a couple of light tones as well. So like they really need to like expand their shade range, at least in terms of like the deeper and lighter tone sections, because the problem with that is it doesn't look really to me like it's gonna go dark enough. And if so, you're probably gonna then have to like, to get like a medium dark tone, you're gonna need to like mix a couple of shades, which makes it quite an expensive job all in all. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to insert some swatches down below so you can see how this foundation shade compares to some of the other foundations in my collection. So this is the Urban Decay Naked Skin in 0.5. This is the Urban Decay All Nighter in 0.5. This is the Milani 2-in-1 Conceal and Perfect in Creamy Vanilla. This is the NYX Total Control Foundation Drops in Pale. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to have a look through the claims for you guys. This again is like a really long description that I don't feel like many people are actually going to read through. So it's supposed to be a full coverage, modern matte finish that never looks overdone. It's the ultimate foundation with a flawless looking complexion that won't quit. Get serious long lasting wear and a blown out effect you never thought was possible. Perfect for all night affairs and other scandalous activities. I'm not being funny, but I do not want to see any testing video involving none of that, like not happening. Basically this is supposed to be an oil-free, completely matte, full coverage finish. If you want to see what I think of this foundation on my dry to combination skin, then please keep on watching. And if you like this video, then please give it a thumbs up and subscribe to my channel before you leave. And if you press that notification bell, you'll be notified every time I upload. So as you guys know, today I'm reviewing the Urban Decay All Nighter. The sample bottle looks like exactly the same. I'm going to work today and I thought maybe test this today because I've heard it lasts all day. And even though I'm only on a late, I still want it to last. I don't want to look like too haggard by the end of the shift. Ooh, that looks like it could match. I'm pretty pleased already. Bit sad when I'm just pleased that a foundation will match, but that's like pale princess life, you know. So as usual, I'm going to do one side of my face with my e.l.f. Ultimate Blending Brush and the other with the Real Technique sponge. So I don't know what coverage this is supposed to be honest. I'm hoping at least medium. I don't really like to go to work with less than medium. I'm always the one there with like a full beat on, to be honest. So I'm getting like a matte finish and it's looking really nice on the skin. It's definitely sinking in well, and I feel like it's a shade match, which I'm pretty surprised about, to be honest. I rarely have a shade match, especially with high-end foundations. High-end foundations, I don't think I've ever had like a proper shade match, to be honest. So I'm getting low full coverage, high medium actually. Like it's looking really good. Like I don't see much redness coming through, a tiny touch, which is why it's not like high full coverage. And honestly, it's looking nice. I can still see a freckle or so, but like I'm not red anywhere, which I like. I think if I had a massive gigantic spot, you would see it. I don't think this would be full coverage for people with acne at all, but on someone that has good skin, this is like high medium coverage. Do you know what I'm saying? So actually looking up close, I see quite a bit of texture, to be honest. Like I don't feel like I have super textured skin, but like I feel like all the texture I have, I see it. Do you know what I'm saying? It isn't smoothing at all. I have definitely found that applying foundation with a sponge makes it look far smoother. More natural actually. So definitely far less coverage. Like you can see like the line on my face. So I'm just trying to blend that together because no one wants to see that, you know. If we look up close, there's like a weird like mark here. Like it just doesn't look right. Like I don't know what the hell's happened, but like it just looks like I've got like a massive like finger line just like right here. Which is less than ideal because it's like almost my contour line and it just doesn't look right. So I'm just going to blend this in on my forehead. Don't get me wrong, it looks better, especially from afar, than the brush side, but like it's not the best. Like it's definitely drying on, like you have to work quickly. You can see this like ring on my forehead going on. I think that might be it. I think perhaps what the line on my cheek is where I've smeared some foundation on and it's dried before I've had a chance to blend it out. So I don't know how it's looking, to be honest. I'm not like super keen. I feel like I'm getting like low medium coverage on this cheek with a sponge and high medium on this cheek. I think what I'm going to do is add a bit more to this side and try and build it with a sponge so I can get at least like high medium coverage. I'm going to be super quick with this because I have had that problem of it sticking. That looks far better. Like built up, it's taken away that problem area where it had like dried on. I feel like you just need to kind of like work at it a bit more and be quick. I'd say like do sections of your face at a time. But it looks better, much better with a sponge. To me, 2 layers with a sponge is how I would wear this. And I would definitely, knowing now what I do, go back in sections because it dries out very quickly. So I'm going to pop the rest of my makeup on and I'll be right back. So I finished putting my makeup on and like looking in the mirror, it looks okay. It looks like the coverage I want. It looks like low full coverage. I'm super happy with that. And it finished like as a powder finish, so I didn't need to powder my cheeks or anything like that. I literally only powdered where I put concealer, so my nose, chin and under eyes. So I am fairly happy with how it looks, but I still think like even though I didn't powder, it looks powdery almost, and I used like a good setting spray and to me it still looks a little bit powdery. It started to settle into this smile line here, so I am concerned that it's going to settle more and make my under eyes crease significantly. Powder products blended really well on top, like my bronzer, everything blended out really well, and I'm really happy with how it looks overall. If it looks like this for the rest of the day, then I'll be fairly happy with it, but if it kind of breaks down or starts to look dry, I'm not going to be so pleased. So now I'm going to go through what I put on the rest of my face. I used the Collection Lasting Perfection Concealer in the new shade Extra Fair, along with the Revolution Conceal and Define Concealer in C0. To set my under eyes and nose and chin, I used the Maybelline Fit Me powder in Translucent. For blush and bronzer, I used L'Oreal. I used the Life's a Peach blush and the Back to Bronze bronzer. For my eyebrows, I used the Revolution Redemption palette and the L'Oreal Brow Plumper. I used the Miss Baby Roll mascara on my eyes. I wasn't feeling eyeshadow today, especially if I'm going into work. I used Maybelline Superstay Matte Ink in Ruler. At work, I always get asked like what this lipstick is when I wear it, and it lasts like all a shift, which is why I'm wearing it. I then set it with MAC Fix Plus, which I thought would ease the powderiness because that's what this does. It like melts it into the skin. However, I haven't had that much luck with it. I feel like it helped significantly, but I still feel a little bit powdery. So now we're going to see how this foundation wears for the rest of the day. Hey guys, so I'm basically going to work and I need to like do a check-in. So the foundation's looking okay. I feel like I'm looking super makeup-y around my mouth. It's been about 3.5 hours and it's holding, but it's so hot today and I feel like it's going to separate. That's what I'm super concerned about, but otherwise it's still looking good. My product's faded a little bit, but not too significantly. Otherwise, I'm pretty happy with it. I'm just feeling quite makeup-y. Hey guys, it's about 9:30. Do not mind my washing machine going on in the background. I have to wash my uniforms for tomorrow. Can't do anything about that. But basically, my foundation looks okay, actually, at this stage. Like, considering how disgustingly hot it was today, I think it's held up okay. I've zoomed you guys like right in so you can see, because my first check-in was like in a car, like questionable lighting, but it looks okay. Like I'm really happy with how my forehead looks, and like my cheeks around here look really good, and I'm fairly happy with it. My mouth, I'm ignoring like the dents on my nose, those are from my glasses, there's not much that can be done about that. My mouth looks really makeup-y, like it doesn't look natural anywhere else, but they look really, really makeupy, like around my mouth. Like it's been creasy here like all day. And looking at it like straight on in my viewfinder, I can see I look like a yellow. I feel like it oxidized about a shade when I put my makeup on, so it was a shade darker than my skin, where it's clearly fighting all the sweat and oils that are coming through. I feel like it's turned a bit more yellow, which is not the nicest look in the world. But I feel like it's like worse on camera, to be honest, than it is in real life. Not much worse, mind you, but worse. Like if you've got something on around here, you're not gonna know. But otherwise, I think it's okay. I think if you are super oily, super sweaty, I don't know that I would wear it again like 2 layers just because of how makeupy I feel. I don't know, we'll see. I think I'd have to try it on like a less hot day and see how it wore, because perhaps it would look less makeupy because the makeup's not sitting on there trying to like hold back like the tidal wave coming from your face. But anyway, if you like this video, then please give it a thumbs up and subscribe to my channel before you leave. And if you press that notification bell, you'll be notified every time I upload. Thank you for watching.